This was very impromptu. I was not expecting to go live, but we just got some news about Champions Path and the set list that we were all looking for, we were all hoping for, and I think we got more than we were expecting, to be honest with you. What's going on, Tom G from Germany? Thank you so much for hanging out. Bro, CP is about to be legit. Ren, you are not joking. You are not joking. This is insane. So we just got word about the basically the card list, the full card list, because we were missing some cards from that card list. Pokebeach.com basically put out the stuff that was missing. So there's going to be 80 cards in this set. It's going to be a fairly small set, thank goodness, because there's no booster boxes. What's going on, Mark? How you doing? What's going on, Brentley? Retro Poke Gamer, how's it going? So, yeah, you probably have already seen it. If you have not seen the news, I'm going to switch over really quick here so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, Pokebeach pretty much, let me, boy, I'm really close here. Let me fix this deal here. There we go. All right. So Pokebeach pretty much came out with this news. It's pretty cool. So we were thinking that maybe we were going to get a gold Zard. We were thinking that maybe we were going to be snuffed pretty much out of the Rainbow Zard, right? Because it was supposed to be a limited release in Japan, and going back in history, we know that those specific cards, they normally don't release in English. So when this broke, you know, some people were a little bit confused because thinking we might have gotten a gold Zard instead, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. We're not going to get a gold Zard, but we are getting a Rainbow Zard, and I think that is going to make a lot of people very happy. Toxicroak Gaming, heck yeah, there's a shiny Charizard. That is the other crazy thing about this. This is the shiny Charizard, the second shiny Charizard that we're going to be getting in the last couple years, really, because Hidden Fates obviously had that shiny Charizard, which, you know, everybody's going crazy for still. So thank you so much, Toxicroak Gaming. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for that super chat. Lots of fire emojis. I love it. So this is insane, guys. This is another shiny Charizard for people to lose their minds with right now. It's crazy. But on top of that, you've got Rainbow VMAX Charizard. You got that pregnant lady Charizard hanging out, and this set just got crazy interesting because, quite frankly, I was looking at the card list before this, and there really wasn't anything that was catching my attention. In fact, I was extremely worried that if they did not put some sort of a VMAX Charizard in this set, that it was going to be a big problem. Just because the set list is kind of weak. And like Sudan Segment's mentioning, there is no Stunfisk in this set. So, by the way, Sudan, check that out. I know you'll like that. I saw it at JCPenney and just had to grab one. So, but I'm super excited right now because we are going to get that Rainbow VMAX Charizard. So, really cool. Just going to read through this really quick, guys, and want to thank Water Pokemon Master from Pokebeach who uploaded this. But basically, said here, the shiny Charizard V has not been seen in Japan yet, which is very true. Now, I suspect that it's probably going to be in the shiny V set, which is going to be coming out in Japan. So that's probably going to be coming soon, and I'm surprised that they're actually going to be putting this card out in English before they are in the shiny V. So that's kind of interesting. And then, of course, the Rainbow Rare, like I mentioned, was a limited print run for tournament winnings over in Japan. So there was, I believe, 600 made, and normally we don't get those here. So, you know, this is pretty interesting that they put it into this set, but you never know with Pokemon, right? So they're always going to surprise us with certain things. There's also an Eldegoss V alternate artwork that has not been released in Japan. I'm sure there's some Eldegoss fans out there, but I don't think anybody's going to be buying this set specifically for Eldegoss as a whole. But regardless, it's going to be interesting. So every booster pack in Champion's Path is going to be guaranteed a holo card, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like Shining Legends, right? You get a holo in every pack, which is pretty nice. What's going on, Jordan? Cool Squirtle Gaming. How's it going, guys? Joshua, what's up? Yep, we got the shiny Zard in the house. Tom, what's happening? All right, so really interesting that we are going to probably be getting, we are going to be getting a holo in every pack, pretty much, which is nice. The set also includes reverse holo basic energies. So these are the kind of like the mirror foil type of energies, which are nice. I like these. It's always fun to collect these and put them in the binder. They give, you know, they're a little bit of an extra to the energies, right? And like it's mentioned here, this is kind of a mishmash set. It really is. It's got everything from Eruption Walker, Infinity Zone, Legendary Heartbeat, Tackle Volt or Shocking Volt Tackle. It's got some cards from the V starter decks, and I'm going to go through all of the cards here on this list, guys. Just kind of take a look at each one and what they have to offer from a playability perspective as well. But this is pretty interesting. So the Venusaur V card that's in here, this is it's good that Venusaur is finally getting some love, because we all know that Venusaur probably doesn't get as much love as the other starters from Gen 1. I still think that Blastoise needs to get a little more love as well. We get a lot of Charizard, and that's fine, but it's pretty cool that Venusaur is in here. However, this is a card that was in one of the starter decks in Japan, so it's not, or it's going to be in one of the starter decks in Japan, so it's not like a crazy card, but it's still an interesting one, and, you know, again, showing some love to Venusaur here. So it's got 220 HP, it does 80 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep and poisoned, which is pretty decent for the weaker attack, considering that, you know, that's going to be asleep and poisoned. And then Solar Typhoon, 220 damage, pretty good damage on that. And this Pokemon can't use Solar Typhoon during the next turn. So that's the only downside to that. However, the fact that it puts the other Pokemon to sleep is a pretty big deal. I think that's a good card, really, for playability. What's going on, Glitch? How's it going? Yeah, so let's see here. What's your favorite Charizard artwork? Ooh, I love the original Charizard base set. Is awesome. I love it. I do also love the what's it called? Boy, now I can't remember the name. Stormfront Charizard. I think that one's really awesome. They kind of made it, it's very similar to the base set one, but they kind of enhanced it a little bit, and it looks really cool. I think that's my favorite. Hollow Dark Energies. That should be pretty interesting. Just getting out of work and all my messages have been blasted. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I heard you can still pre-order Champion's Path ETBs. I think they're still out there. I mean, you could probably still pre-order them. You're going to probably be paying a premium now for those ETBs. If you would have pre-ordered them maybe, you know, a few weeks ago, you probably could have gotten a little bit of a better price. I think now you're probably going to be paying a premium. I hope that that's not the case. I hope you guys can find them at a decent price. Heck yeah for Blastoise. Yep. What's going on, Artnat? I haven't been able to find pre-orders anywhere. Check with Danny Phantom, and I don't know if our good friends Adam and Adam, NC Packbuster and Golden War Turtle still have product. You might want to check with them as well. But check with Danny Phantom. I think he still has product. So that's, you know, I buy from him. He's reputable. You can hit him up on Instagram, and he's got a website now. So I think it's Pokemon Coliseum or something like that. But so that's an interesting one. Venusaur. You got Weedle. So not gonna really go into, you know, the specifics on Weedle, but let's take a look here at the evolution for Weedle, which is Beedrill. Your active Pokemon is now poisoned, so two poison Pokemon, and that's an 80 damage card, and it only requires 1 leaf energy. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I mean, for a regular rare card, that's not bad. 80 damage and a poison. So really interesting to see that. So this is the Eldegoss right here. This is the Eldegoss V that we mentioned earlier. And then this one does 50 damage. I don't know how to read that. So yeah, can't give you any info on that one. But that's, you know, it says stuff in a different language. So let's see here. Haven't been able to find any pre-orders anywhere. Okay, I already read that one. Lots of product available, it seems, but they still haven't released allocations. Yeah, that looks like the case. I think a lot of people still don't know what they're going to get. A lot of the sellers don't know what they're going to be getting. So it's very interesting to see that that they still haven't released the allocations for that. And I think that a lot of that has not happened because we didn't know it was in the sets yet completely. And now that we do, I think it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be insane. I ordered 2 cases of ETBs before even knowing what was in the set. Just anticipating, because I knew that there was a Charizard VMAX on the ETB. I figure at that point, there's going to be a Charizard in here somewhere. And we already knew there was that Charizard promo in those ETBs. So I took the risk. I went with 2 cases of that. I know some people are probably have probably ordered a lot more than I have, but you know, it's still 2 cases is pretty decent. That's 10 ETBs per case, so 20 ETBs. That's not too bad. What I had not ordered a lot of was all the other stuff. I was waiting to see what cards were going to be in it, and I didn't want to pull the trigger on something that I just wasn't really that into the pin boxes or any of that stuff. So I was waiting, and so I just actually did some pre-orders before going live, hoping to be able to grab some of those pin boxes and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens, but if anything, I'll have to tear into those ETBs. Hopefully not. I got all the other stuff and only 2 ETBs. Yeah, I mean, GameStop is doing in-store only pre-orders of the ETBs. Yeah. Well, GameStop, just as of earlier today, when the news broke of the Charizards, they still had on the website the ability to pre-order all of the pins and all of that stuff for shipping, which is great. I don't know if that's still the case. I don't know if they're going to come back and say, sorry, we oversold and your order's been canceled, because GameStop's been known to do that before. So I'm not really sure. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully they don't do that. But let's see here. So we've got a Vulpix in here as well. That one's not really anything to really look at, but little Victini. So that's a nice card, Victini right there. It looks nice. Probably not very playable. It does allow you to draw a card, which is good for 1 energy. So that's not, you know, it's a basic, very, very basic Pokemon there. Incineroar V. So that's actually a really cool looking card. I actually pulled this live in one of the Chinese boxes, the boxes that come from Taiwan and Hong Kong, which has also a hodgepodge of a lot of different sets. And it also has this Incineroar. So when I pulled it, I was like, where is this from? I've never seen this Incineroar. I was thinking maybe I missed a set, but I was corrected very quickly in the chat. And so this is where it's coming from, the Incineroar V. So this one actually does 90 damage for its regular attack. Energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon, which is actually really good. Attach up to 2 energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. So that's a really good card if you want to get some energies onto your benched Pokemon very quickly. So that's not bad at all. 220 damage for Flare Driver, and this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. So unfortunately, it does hurt itself here. But you could very well use this card for speeding up your energy retrieval, right? If you've got a bunch of energies stuck in the discard pile. Sizzlepede. Well, I guess you could buy Sizzlepede already, but so Sizzlepede, 10 and 50 damage. Nothing special about this one, really. So we get some more bacon. Centiskorch. There's the bacon, the fiery bacon. This one does a little bit better. Searing Flame, 50 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. And High Roller, 140 damage. Now it does take up quite... You need a lot of energy to play this, but luckily 2 of them are colorless, so not terribly bad there. For those of you that have just joined, because I see that we've got 30 viewers currently, I did mention that Pokebeach.com has come out with the news that we are going to be getting a shiny V Charizard, and we're also going to be getting a Rainbow VMAX Charizard in Champion's Path. So just want to reiterate that since we've got some new viewers in here. How much is GameStop charging per box? Well, for the cheap pin boxes, which have 3 packs, I think it was $14.99. And I think the 4-pack double V box is $19.99. And I think the one with the 5 packs, which is, I forget which ones they are exactly, but those are $23.99 or $24.99. So I think those are the prices from GameStop. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let's see here. ETB is sold out on GameStop website, $50. Yeah, I would suspect so. I would suspect that would be the case. I think the ETBs are going to be sold out in a lot of places. I did see Amazon had the ETBs for $57 and change, if I'm not mistaken, pre-order. I don't like buying from Amazon very often because I've had some bad experiences with the stuff being repackaged. But I guess last case scenario, if you're really looking for ETBs, might be a place to go get them if they're sold out everywhere else. I don't know. So just pre-order 2 ETBs and 1 display from the pin collection. Okay, very cool, Kevin. Yeah, so smart move there. Definitely a smart move there. Amazon sold out. Wow. Okay. So when I was looking, they were not sold out. Yeah, that's crazy. So the both Zards, we could get them in Champion's Path booster packs, right? Not the ETB. Correct, Alex. So there's 3 Charizards in this set. There's 3 Charizards. You've got the Charizard V, which is a promo. and that one's actually going to be a promo within the ETB, right? And then those are in the ETB. Then you have the 2 other Charizards. You're going to have the Shiny V Charizard. That one is going to be in the packs. And you're also going to have the Rainbow VMAX Charizard, and that's also going to be in the packs. So 3 Charizards in total. Crazy, crazy set. I think in order for them to sell the stuff like they're going to sell, they had to do that, because this set does not look all that impressive to me without those Charizards. So that's just my personal opinion on it, my personal take. I mean, yeah, there's a Venusaur V in there, and there's some other cards in there that people might like, but I don't think for like a holiday set, this would have had as much oomph without those Charizards. I paid €87 for each ETB 2 hours ago. My goodness, €87. I don't know what that equates to in US dollars, but yeah, 87 sounds like a lot. I pre-ordered 40 ETBs from Amazon directly, so I hope I can get both. Wow. That's a lot of ETBs. That is a lot of ETBs. That's crazy. Amazon was charging $53.40. Yikes. Yeah, that's not bad. Well, $53.40 is not bad. I think they raised the price. Well, it's probably a different vendor at this point, but I think they raised the price today to 57 something. And the 53 is not bad. I mean, if you got the ETBs at under $60, $65, I would say $60. If you got the ETBs under $60, you did good. You did good. I think if you're paying more than, or if you would have been paying more than $60 prior to this news breaking, then you probably overpaid a little bit. But I know that in Europe things are a little different. The euro is a little different. I know things are more expensive over there than they are here in the US. So I'm talking US dollars, not euro. I got 2 at 45. That's 45 is a great price. That's pretty much what I paid for mine. So that's definitely a good price. Thank you so much, Hi187. I appreciate that, my friend. Smash the like button. Thank you so much. All vendors which you can see pre-order in Germany are around €125, which is 140 US. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. So 87, it sounds like a good deal. It sounds like you made out pretty good there. It's crazy how expensive it is over there. That's just insane. Going back to this really quick, we've got Carvana. Not really anything special there. Sharpido. Even Sharpido is really not that special in this one. 110 damage and 50 or 110 HP, 50 damage. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So that's not bad, actually, considering it's only 1 water energy. That's not a terrible card. Wailord V. That's an interesting looking card. I like that Wailord. Not one of my favorite Pokemon, really, but I mean, it's pretty interesting looking card. With 280 HP, that's not bad. Attach up to 3 energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. So that's nice. If you have a water deck, that's a really quick way to grab some energies and do some damage. Ocean Wave, flip 3 coins. This attack does 120 damage times the number of heads. So that could be a pretty heavy hitter. You're talking about if you hit 3 heads, that's... I'm going to do the math really quick in my head here. And that's 360 damage. If I did that right. When your Pokemon V is knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prize cards. So we know that. I don't think that's anything new, right? So, let's see here. eBay is going up to over 100 US. Yeah. Oh yeah. As soon as people find out there's a Charizard in here, the prices are going to go up. Mostly those are sellers that are not reputable, or they're just in it for the money. I know that there's a lot of sellers out there that are going to maintain their prices because they're not looking to price gouge. You know, there's always going to be a market for the people that price gouge, and it really stinks. You know, it really does stink. Like I mentioned, you know, make sure you guys talk to the Golden War Turtle, NC Packbuster, Mav the Mad Collector. These guys are very reputable guys. They are, you know, they're not going to price gouge. And Danny Phantom, again, not going to price gouge you. These are some good reputable sellers. They're big in the community, and they may, you know, you got NC Packbuster, Golden War Turtle. They're PokeTubers as well. Mav the Mad Collector, also a PokeTuber. So good reputable people to buy your stuff from. Glad to have the info. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm happy to be bringing you this info. I mean, it's not anything crazy. I mean, you can go on the website and look it up yourself. But I wanted to just do a live stream and hang out with you guys and share the news. Like I said, Pokebeach.com. They're the ones that put out the news. I'm just looking at their website and talking to you guys about it. So, yeah, reputable. They are reputable. Sudan. You know, because you've bought from them. So, yeah. Demon Phantom Shiny Umbreon keeps adding names to his name. She used to be Shiny Hunter Umbreon. But what's going on, Umbreon? Or Shiny? I call you Shiny. Did you see how badly Mav beat me in the pack battle yesterday? Mav, yes. Mav went into his car with his kids. He went into your domain. He was like, you know what? I'm going to take you down in the car. And he did. He took you out pretty bad. Sorry, Sudan. Your losing streak continues, my friend. Curious and sorry if I missed it. Besides the Charizards, which are awesome. Really, anything else? Yeah, so I'm just going down the list. Angelo, we're just going down the list real quick here. Well, not real quick. We're taking our time. But there are some other cards in here that are going to be interesting to some people. So we'll get down to those. I keep forgetting, Aaron. I apologize. I'm just so used to calling you Shiny. Yeah, there's going to be some other cards in here. There's a Venusaur V in here. You may have missed as I scrolled down. There's a Venusaur V in here. We've got a Dreadnought V as well. We have Dreadnought V Max, which is actually a pretty cool card. I like that. R. Gerber says, I still think it's fake. It doesn't look real to me. That glare overall. The list doesn't look like a holiday set. It's a big mishmash of all kinds of stuff. I do have to admit, this card does not look very real. I really do hope that it is. I think it is. I mean, it's numbered according to the set. So you've got 74. You've got, what is that, 75? So 74 and 75. So I think it is a real card. I think it's just the lighting, to be honest with you. But I guess we'll find out. We'll see soon enough. Either way, if there's a rainbow Charizard in there, that's still a pretty good set, even without the shiny, in my opinion. So we'll see. I have a very important question concerning the list. Okay, go ahead, Aaron. What's up? Anyone know how to contact these people for ETBs? Yeah. So Instagram is probably a good place to do it. Danny Phantom. Mav the Mad Collector. NC Packbuster. And the Golden War Turtle. So, all these guys, you can find them on Twitter, IG. So, let's see. Sudan, he just corrected Harley on his spelling. Is EVV in it? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Thank you very much, Sudan, for putting that up there. I appreciate that. All right, so really quick, we do have Gardevoir. So this right here could be a pretty good pull for people. Gardevoir is a popular Pokemon. There's a VMAX of it, which is pretty cool. It looks like a nice card. So I like that. I like that. We've got Hatenna, Hatterene, and Hatterene. And then we have Galarian Corsola V. That's an interesting Pokemon. I don't really care for it much. But I'm sure somebody out there will. And then, of course, I don't know if you guys have seen the Alcremie V. But Alcremie V was in one of the previous Japanese sets. It hasn't been released here in the US. So, and then you've got Alcremie VMAX as well. Where do I get a hat like that? I bought this hat from Best Buy. They had it on their website, and they had it on sale. So, EVV is in the tin. Yes, that's true. EVV is currently in the tin that just came out, along with Pikachu V and Eternatus. There's another Eternatus V, right? The waifu is receiving a VMAX. There's a VMAX EV coming. Ooh, nice. Very nice. So we got a couple cards here, Machop and Machoke, that don't have pictures. However, the Machamp does. And I really like the artwork on that Machamp. That hollow Machamp. It looks really nice. It also does quite a bit of damage here. So let's take a look at this card, because it's got Macho Revenge. 20 times damage. This attack does 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. So that could be pretty useful if you've got a few Pokemon in your discard pile. And Dynamic Punch, 200 damage. This Pokemon also does 50 damage to itself. So it does hurt itself, but it's still pretty decent. 200 damage is still pretty decent. Lucario V. So big shout out to Mav the Mad Collector, who is a big fan of Lucario. This is a card right here that I think Mav would absolutely love. And then this one does 40 damage. The attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, benched Pokemon. And then 180 damage. This Pokemon cannot use Beat Smash during the next turn. The Machamp is a beast. It is. It looks really good. It looks really good. Poketage showed it in one of his vids. It's crazy expensive though. Yo Mav is gonna go mad with that Lucario. I think he is. I think you're right. Zygarde. 140 HP. Zygarde does 130 damage and discard an energy from this Pokemon. Rockruff, 70 HP. That one's not all that great, but you do have a Lycanroc in here. Which, nice art on that Lycanroc. 150 damage. This Pokemon can't use Slash Strike during your next turn. So not the best. Roly-Coly is in here. Got a little Roly-Coly in here. And that makes sense because you do have the Colossals and all that stuff in here as well. Graplocked V. So this is a really cool card. I believe I pulled this one in Chinese as well. And this one looks really good. I love the artwork on this card. That is sweet. Bind Up, 20 damage. If the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it can attack during your opponent's next turn. And then Moonsault Press, 120 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 100 more damage. So that's a pretty good one right there. That's a good attack. Let's see here. We've got Ekans. Nothing special about Ekans. We've got Arbok in here as well. That's a really cool looking attack right there that it's doing. This is kind of interesting because Sharp Fang and Tail Snap, but it's shooting some stuff out of its mouth, which looks really cool. So I don't know why they gave these names for the attacks, but you know, whatever. Kongman31, what's going on? How do we know that this is a legitimate leak? Well, usually Pokebeach.com is pretty spot on. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen news from Pokebeach.com that's been incorrect. I could be wrong, but it's, you know, we won't really know 100% for sure until people start opening the Champions Path packs. Leonhardt's going to be opening one up on the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to be doing an opening there. He's probably going to be the first one to open Champions Path. And I believe he got it from Pokemon, directly from Pokemon. So, yeah, I guess we'll find out in a couple days from Leonhardt if it 100% is accurate. If he pulls it. We don't know. Maybe he doesn't pull a Charizard. So, we'll see. Galarian Zigzagoon, but I'm sure since he's got access, excuse me, I'm sure since he has access to the stuff and he's going to be opening the stuff, I would assume that he's also going to validate a card list for us. Maybe we'll see. Hopefully. So, you getting any early Champions Path? I've seen some guys on Verbank City on Facebook that got some already. Oh my goodness. I don't know how early I'm going to be getting Champions Path. It's going to be a hard set to get early released. I think the people that are getting it early are people that have access to it from a distributor level. Because I know that even resellers at this point, a lot of resellers still don't have the product in hand because the distributors still haven't shipped it out. In fact, a lot of resellers still don't even know how much they're going to be allocated. So I don't know how these people are getting it early. They must have access to a distributor. Maybe friends on the inside. I don't know. But I don't think I'm going to be getting it that early. Like I said, I'm sure Leonhardt is going to be the first one to open the stuff on YouTube. I highly doubt anybody's going to beat him to it since he's got the approval from Pokemon to open the stuff. So, yeah. If he is opening an ETB, it should have a card list. Yep. So hopefully he's opening an ETB. I don't know what he's going to be opening. Hopefully he's doing the ETB. So we'll see. Galarian Zigzagoon. We've got Lanoon and Obstagoon in here. That's a cool looking artwork right there for Obstagoon. So I like that. Hey, what's going on, Small Openings SG? I am live, dude. I have been waiting to go live since this information came out, but I was working. I had to work till 5 p.m. And as soon as I got off of work, I created a quick thumbnail. It's a very trashy thumbnail. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go live, and I'm going to pull up this stuff, and we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk about what's in this set. So... thanks, Henry, for hanging out. I know that I think there may be some other guys going live. I think Rob was talking about going live as well. I hope I didn't step on any toes, but I was, setting all this up, and I saw his message just as I was going to go live. So we'll see. But just going over some of these guys here, just taking a look at the cards. We were talking about the shiny Charizard and stuff like that. Yeah, the photo's not up to date. You're missing the beard. I keep reusing that photo because it's such a good, intriguing photo of me. But it's one of those that I already have cut out, and it works in pretty much every situation. So I just throw it on the thumbnail, but I'm probably going to be making a much nicer thumbnail. Might have to run. Stomach's rumbling. It didn't seem pleasant. Ooh. Well, I normally eat around this time, and I'm foregoing the food. I mean, not that I can't, you know, forego some food. I mean, come on. But still, you know. So let's go down the list some more. We've got Absol number 38 on this list, and it does 70 damage. Nothing crazy about this one. But it is a basic Pokemon, which is not bad, because you can start off with this Pokemon and have a decent start with just 2 Dark Energies. So that's not bad if you were to pull that like as your first Pokemon for the gameplay. Purloin, there's Lipard right here. Again, 100 HP. This one does 90 damage, takes, you know, 3 energy. And it paralyzes itself. This Pokemon can't... Oh, no, I'm sorry. This Pokemon can't be paralyzed. So that's the ability. Pokemon cannot be paralyzed. And it does the 90 damage. We've got Scraggy in here as well. That is that's a wacky artwork for Scraggy. Which makes sense, because Scraggy is such a wacky looking Pokemon. Not the worst looking Pokemon, but it's definitely wacky. And then there's Scrafty as well. And Scrafty's looking kind of interesting here. Oh no, they put trash in this trash set. They put literal trash in the trash set. Inkay. Little Inkay there. Not a fan of Malamar myself, but usually Malamar's a pretty decent card for playing. So 120 HP. Your opponent's active Pokemon is confused, so that's not terribly bad right there. And then Peck, 80 plus damage, flip 2 coins. This attack does 40 more damage for each heads. So that's not too bad. You got Nickit in here as well. Duraludon V. Duraludon V. There we go. Learning how to pronounce Pokemon names with ZenXYZ. So this is actually a pretty cool card. I like this one. This is a nice V card here. As far as what it does, 120 HP. Hard Coat is the ability, and this takes 30 less damage from attacks, so that's not too bad. And then Gatling Slug, 10 plus damage. This attack does 40 more damage for each energy attached to the Pokemon. So that's not too bad. CP is now the affordable Hidden Fates. It's not for long. I do highly suggest that if you haven't bought Champion's Path yet and you were waiting for this to come out, I suggest going to get it, because it's going to be sold out, I think, rather quickly, especially now if it's not already. So, but you're going to see a lot of price gouging. I would say if you can't get it at a good price, just kind of hold on. And I'm sure you'll be able to maybe get it at a Walmart or Target or something like that. Get some of those pin boxes at a retail price. I mean, I don't like buying from any vendor that is willing to price gouge. I will not support that. I didn't do it with Hidden Fates. I paid MSRP for all of my Hidden Fates. If I couldn't get it, I didn't get it. Period. I mean, the only times that I did get it was when I got it for MSRP, or I got it at Target or Walmart or whatever. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. Really quick, got a message from Polish Rob. He's saying, what time are you going live? I'm like, I'm live now, dude. I've been live. Been live since 5:30. Yeah. So I normally don't keep my phone on because I'm using it as a card cam, but had to do it for this one. Plain Out Collectibles. I got some Fire, Pokemon, and Funko content on my channel. That's very cool. Very cool. Let's see here. There's a video right now of someone opening Champion's Path on YouTube. Really? Okay. That's pretty interesting. I'm going to have to check that out, Inferno. Thanks for the info. Let's see here. I linked Rob. Oh, boy. All right. So, let's see here. We've got an Altaria in here as well. A bead. So bead is attach a basic energy card from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon. Full heal. Your active Pokemon recovers from special conditions. Can't maximize those. Look at the top 7 cards. So this is a great ball. We've seen these before. Hop. It's a new artwork for America, but this is basically so that you can get 3 cards from your deck. What's going on, Polish Rob? Hey, sorry, dude. I saw your message in our chat just as I was going to go live. I had been setting stuff up, rushing to set stuff up, and then I saw your message, and I was like, sorry, dude. I hope I didn't infringe on your time. I think you wanted to go live. I'm not sure if you were going to go live later or now, but I just wanted to go live really quick. So I do apologize if I kind of jumped in there. Sorting bulk. Nice. Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad, dude. I was like, well, I don't really want to wait and see. But yeah. You figured out what waifu is? Oh, nice. What vid at Inferno? I looked it up and saw nothing. So there's a Kabu in here as well. And this one shuffles your hand into your deck. Then draw 4 cards. If your active Pokemon is your only Pokemon in play, draw 8 cards instead. And then you've got Marnie. So we've seen these guys already. They're already in English. Piers. A Pokeball. Pokemon Center Lady. Heals 60 damage. And then Potion. Professor's Research. So we're getting some cards that we've already seen as well in this set. Some reprints. Rotom Phone. This is a new one for us. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose a card you find there. Shuffle your deck. Then put that card on the top of your deck. So that's a new one for us. A Rotom Phone. There's a Sonia. We've seen Sonia before. Strange canned food. So we're getting a new canned food. Never seen this one before. But this one heals 80 damage from one of your Pokemon with a energy attached to it. And then discard the energy from that Pokemon. So that's pretty good if you want to heal up your Pokemon. You may play as many item cards as you like during your turn. So that's pretty good. Tino Grunt, we've seen them before. Truffield Stadium as well. So we're going to get into the interesting cards right now. These are the secret rares outside of the Charizards. So this one has the Dreadnought V, which we saw in the Ultra Rare. So this is the full art. It looks pretty good. I mean, kind of weird background, but it looks interesting. It's kind of like a shell, sort of. So that's pretty cool. Gardevoir V. So I think that's going to be a big pull for people. I think some people are going to really want that Gardevoir. And then we've got Galarian Corsola V. So, interesting card as well. Not my favorite, but still interesting. Graplocked V. I like that one. That's a cool looking card right there. So these are all secret rares. Let's see here. We got Hop. So Hop's I mean, you only get 3 cards from your deck, but it's cool that they made him a full art. And then, of course, we got the Charizard VMAX again. Some people are wondering if these are real. It's, you know, I don't know. It could be. I think PokeBeach wouldn't put it out if it wasn't real, but who knows. Dreadnought VMAX Rainbow. So that's a really cool looking card right there. And a Gardevoir VMAX as well. Rainbow. So this set does have some interesting stuff, but like I said, I don't see anything here that really catches my attention outside of those Charizards. I mean, sure, I'd love to get these rainbow trainers. I mean, they look nice. The Piers looks cool. And then, of course, you got that Charizard V. This is the one people are saying looks a little fake. I do have to agree that the glare does make it look fake. However, I don't know. I don't know that that they would put this out on PokeBeach if it was fake, but because they're not saying that this is a rumor. They've pretty much said this is the card list. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Where's my Sylveon? There's no Sylveon in this set. Sorry, no evolutions in this one. No evolutions in this one. Sadly, that looks like Purple Drink. What's going on, everyone? Let's see here. Rainbow Piers. See, Toxic Rogue Gaming likes that Rainbow Piers. So, like I said, I mean, there's some cards in here that people are going to like. However, overall, there are some very playable cards in here, I think, which is good. But overall, the set doesn't really have anything crazy in it, except for those Charizards. And then, oh, there's the last card on here, which is number 80, a can of food. A gold can of food. So, the gold card in this set is very, very underwhelming, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the chat what you guys think of this canned food gold card. I want to know what you guys think, because to me, like, Darkness Ablaze had some very nice gold cards. The big parasol looks cool. The turbo patch looks cool. Canned food. Purple Drank. As people are calling it. Thank you so much, High187. I appreciate you, dude. Again, you don't have to do it, dude. But thank you so much for that super chat. And he says, please hit that like button. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate if you hit that like button for sure. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. This is a very interesting looking card right here. I don't personally like it myself, but there's I'm sure somebody's gonna like it. I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, I need that gold card right now. Zen, thank you so much for the news. Retro Poke Gamer, you're welcome. But again, this news, like, I'm just relaying what PokeBeach.com has put in their website. But yeah, I mean, I wish I could get news before some of these guys, but that's not going to happen. They've got this locked down. I want a Scyther V. I would absolutely love a Scyther V. I would love a Scyther V. But we did get Scissor V, so that's, you know, that's close. I'm waiting for a shiny Venusaur. I believe we probably are going to get shiny Venusaur in Shiny V. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a shiny Venusaur in Shiny V. And a shiny Blastoise. I could be wrong, but I would imagine that they're going to put those in there. It's about time. And if this Charizard, shiny Charizard, is indeed real, I'm pretty much going to guess that this shiny Charizard is also going to be in Shiny V, because that would make sense, right? So Shiny V, for those of you that don't know, Shiny V is the follow-up to Hidden Fates from a shiny set perspective. So, or not Hidden Fates, GX, Ultra Shiny GX, right? So you had Ultra Shiny GX, that was where the shinies started, And now they're doing Shiny V. They're probably going to be taking a lot of the Pokemon that weren't on GX Ultra Shiny, and they're going to be putting them into Shiny V. So, like I said, I'm expecting there to be a Blastoise and a Venusaur. At least I'm hoping that they are. If there are, that's going to be a huge set for me. I'm going to absolutely go bonkers buying that set. And I've already pre-ordered 3 booster boxes of Shiny V, but I'm probably going to get some more depending on the card list, so we'll see. But I would suspect that if this Charizard is in there as well, that set is going to also going to be very, very good. And I would think that it's going to command a pretty high price. And I'm talking about the Japanese Shiny V, right? I'm guessing that's going to command a pretty high price really quickly if this card is in here, in that set. So we'll see. Let's see. I like gold Pokemon. Gold items like rods, umbrella, and canned food is kind of meh for me. Gold balls are rad. So Small Openings SG likes gold balls. But yeah, I am going to agree with you 100%. Henry, I like the gold Pokemon. I think the gold Pokemon are really cool. I was expecting a gold Charizard VMAX in this set, and we're not getting it. But that's okay, because we're getting the rainbow, so that's fine. But I really thought they were going to put the gold in there. They threw us all for a loop with that rainbow VMAX. But I do agree with you 100%. Not a huge fan of the items in gold. However, there are some really cool ones. I like the Turbo Patch. I think the Turbo Patch is really cool. The Parasol's not bad. There's some really good items out there that look good gold. And then there's canned food. Now, again, this is a very, very bad picture of canned food. However, I don't see how this card would look that much better in person. I just don't. I think they should have picked a better card to make a gold card. Like, I wouldn't have minded a gold Kabu, right? This gold Gardevoir VMAX would have been phenomenal, right? Dreadnought, the Charizard in gold, that would have been cool. Even Hop gold would have been, cool. But yeah, they went with a can of food, which is just kind of interesting. Sorry about that. I'm trying to scroll back down to this can and that Charizard. Let's see. Probably Shiny Charizard VMAX will be in Shiny V. It's, yeah, very possible. Very possible. It would be weird if they actually did release a Shiny V like Charizard early. It is strange that we're probably going to be getting this card before it comes out in Japan. But this set is so weird right now. This set has such a hodgepodge of stuff from so many different sets. And we've already seen, some of the cards that came out in China, like the Grapplpult, those came out in the Chinese sets already. Let me see if I can find him. He's up here somewhere. Well, okay, so Incineroar V came out in Chinese already. And that one is going to be, in Champion's Path. Let's see here. But it's kind of, it's strange how they set this set up. It's like all kinds of different, cards from different sets. So, very interesting. Hey, what's going on, Ben? How's it going? One holo in every pack is pretty nice. Use me, senpai. Yep. I have to agree with you. I like the holo in every pack every now and then, and they do that with the holiday sets a lot, which is really cool. If you look back at Shining Legends, that one had a holo. in every pack. That's nice. I like it. I wonder if, and I'm guessing that there are going to be reverse holos in this set. I'm not sure, but that would make it more difficult to complete this set, which stinks because there's 80 cards in it, which isn't bad, but there's no booster boxes, guys. So without any booster boxes, you've got to buy all these pin boxes, and you're looking at paying at around $5 a pack, which is pretty hefty. I mean, if you really consider that, you're looking at $5 a pack. I'm talking about USD, obviously, but if you just buy retail pin boxes, about $5 a pack. That's expensive for, you know, completing a whole set. So everyone go sub to Small Openings SG. He's Small Openings is awesome. And guys, go sub to Ben. Ben is a really cool guy. Always helping out the community. Ben is all over the YouTubers, you know, PokeTuber community. He is showing support for everybody. Thank you so much, Ben, for everything you do. We really appreciate it. Poke Pathway, trying to put a Zard in every set. They are. They're putting a Zard in every set. Look, Sword and Shield and Rebel Clash didn't have Zards. And, I mean, they sold, but I don't think there was as much hype. You know, you don't have the hype without that Charizard. As soon as you put a Charizard in there, you're going to get the hype. And a lot of that hype is not because people love Charizard to the point where they want to collect Charizard, although that is the case. I mean, there's a lot of people that love Charizard. But from a value standpoint, you're looking at not just the, you know, the fans of Charizard, but you're looking at all the collectors that are like, well, I need to buy every Charizard I can get my hands on because they're going to go up in value. You think about, there's flippers out there. There's just about everybody is looking at Charizard because of the value, and Pokemon knows that the set's going to sell incredibly well with a Charizard. Vivid Voltage is going to have a Charizard. It's not going to be in the main set, but it's going to be in a theme box. And those theme boxes are going to fly. And I already know a few sellers that I've talked to, and they're basically saying, look, we're going to sell the theme boxes, but you've got to buy them in pairs. You have to get the Dreadnought theme box, and you have to get the Charizard theme box as well. Because everybody's just going to go buy that Charizard theme, and nobody's going to buy the Dreadnought. So I think they're just going to put a Charizard in every set until probably until the end of the year. I don't see them not doing that. Charizard just makes them so much money. He does. He, she, whatever it is. Zen has the best foreign cards. I still marvel at mine. I have a nice collection of foreign cards. I have to admit, Ben, I do. I do love the foreign cards. They're fun. Just really quick plug. I opened up live some Chinese booster boxes of Sword and Shield, pretty much, and they come with the cards from Darkness Ablaze, and I pulled that Charizard VMAX in Chinese, and 2 Charizard Vs. So I've yet to pull Charizard VMAX in English. I pulled it in Chinese, so crazy. Zen is a man of many cultures. What's going on, Epic Tube? How's it going? How's it going, Epic Mom? Henry, I know, right? Thanks, Ben. So, Sudan says this set is sus. It's a little suspect. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's a little suspect. But I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think that the information that's on this website is going to be legit. At least I hope so. We'll see. Otherwise, I just bought a whole bunch of Champions Path for no reason. Because there's really nothing other than those Charizards in here that I really want to get my hands on. I mean, the few cards that are in here that I would want to buy, I would probably just buy them separately. Like, if I, this Gardevoir, I'd buy that separately. Dreadnought. So if these Charizards weren't in here, I would have skipped Champion's Path. 100% would have skipped Champion's Path. But there's 3 Charizards, so there's the promo as well, which is why I bought a bunch of ETBs. So that's there's some nice cards in here. I will give it that. There are some good ones. I mean, it's not a completely terrible set. And from what we looked at earlier, for those of you that just joined, there are some playable cards in here. So it's not a bad set as far as playability is concerned. So it's, pretty decent. It's all about that Venusaur V. Venusaur V is an interesting one in here. I'm surprised that they didn't put anything but the Venusaur V. Like, they were like, well, let's just put Venusaur V in there, and that's it. There's no follow-up. There's no full art for Venusaur V. No rainbow. I could have done, you know what? A gold Venusaur V instead of that can of food. I don't know. What do you guys think? Gold Venusaur V over can of food. I think that would have been better. And this artwork's actually pretty interesting. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So, pretty interesting. I like the fact that they've got the mirror foiled energies. These are nice. Like I said, I like to collect these. I like to put them in the binder on the last page and have all of those mirror foiled energies. I think it's really cool. Is there a Psyduck in this set? There's no Psyduck. There's no Psyduck. Unfortunately, our friend Real Breaking Nate is not going to have a Psyduck in this one. Sorry, Nate. Yeah, no Psyduck. Just hoping I get lucky enough to find it in stores. Hopefully you will. I mean, look, if you hit up enough stores, you're eventually going to find some. Buy as much of it as you can and get it MSRP. Do not buy from these people that price gouge, guys. Seriously. I know that sometimes we really want to get the product, but there's people out there that really want to just make money so bad. They're so greedy that they're willing to increase the price to some ridiculous amounts just because of certain cards that are in the set. And I like to caution against that. Don't give these people money. They're in it for the money. They don't care about the community. They do not care about Pokemon. They just want to make money. And like I said, everything I bought from Hidden Fates, and I ended up buying a lot, but I didn't pre-order anything. I thought Hidden Fates was going to be a dud. I was very wrong. Very wrong. I'm man enough to admit that I was very wrong with Hidden Fates. And I didn't pre-order any of it. And I ended up having to scramble to go find Hidden Fates, but I went to stores, Targets, Walmarts. I bought up what I could from there. I don't resell any of that stuff. I'm not a flipper. I don't resell it. It's in my collection. It's in my sealed collection. A lot of it got opened up on the channel. But there's a lot of people out there that are going to be greedy. They're going to try and increase the price. I've already seen prices of ETBs out there for $89.99. Look, if you're selling an ETB for $89.99 at the same time that there were people selling it for $45, what you're doing is you're not buying that stuff from a distributor. You're buying that stuff for $45.99 and then bumping up the price to $89 so you can double your money on that. And if you are buying it from a distributor and you're charging $89.99 while other people are charging $45, then you're either getting a terrible price from your distributor, you need to rethink that, or two, you're just a price gouger and you're hurting the community. You are hurting the community. So, like I said, get from reputable sellers, guys, and get the stuff MSRP. Don't pay too much more over MSRP. That's That's the way I see it. I know a lot of people see it that way as well. NC Packbusters in the house, guys. NC Packbuster is one of the sellers that I buy from. NC Packbuster is legit, and him and Golden War Turtle are both legit. They got the Hydro Pump LLC. They sell their product at a good price. They are not price gouging people. Talk to them. Talk to them. See if they have product still. NC Packbuster, let us know in the chat. Do you guys still have product? NC Packbuster is ready to throw his phone out the window. That's, yeah. I can imagine. Look, as soon as this hit, I contacted NC Packbuster and I was like, hey, remember that order that I placed with you guys? Can you increase that a little bit more? Please. But yeah, good folks. NC Packbuster, Golden War Turtle, Mav the Mad Collector, Danny Phantom, great reputable sellers. They're not out to price gouge. They're not out to destroy this community or to be greedy. They are legitimate sellers, and they're not going to overcharge, you know? So definitely check these guys out. NC Packbuster says 0 allocations yet. I won't know what's available till I get those numbers. So this is another thing that a lot of sellers are doing, is they're selling the stuff and saying pre-order now, and they have no idea how much product they're actually going to get. So that's another problem that we're seeing as well in the community, is these sellers that are doing that, and it hurts the community because, you know, you put your pre-order money in with one seller, and then they end up not having enough product, and then they have to cancel your orders. By that time they canceled your orders, guess what? Everybody else is sold out. You got no product. And NC Packbuster is legit saying, look, we haven't gotten our allocations yet. That's what I respect. They're doing it right. Danny Phantom, same thing. Danny Phantom's doing the same thing. So definitely get your stuff from a reputable seller. So for those of you that just joined us, we have a word of Charizards. That's right. We got some shiny Charizard V, and we got Rainbow Charizard. So the set is now legitimate. It's no longer a Trubbish set or Gardevoir. Trubbish Gardevoir set. I want to know what you guys think in the chat. Let me know what you guys think about this set so far. The card list, what we've looked at. What card outside of Charizards are you looking forward to in this set? I'm really curious. I have my reservations about certain sellers. Yep, Ben, you have to have your reservations, but there are certain sellers that that just aren't very good. Look, another seller that I like to use is DA Card World. They're really reputable. They are not doing pre-order for Champions Path. Interestingly enough, they are not doing pre-order from Champions Path yet. I don't know if they are going to. I'm sure that they might at some point, but they're not. So, and that's probably happening because they don't know how much product they're going to actually get. That's why I love NC Packbuster. They won't lie to you and are honest. Absolutely. Yep. As long as you're willing to continue doing business with me, I will always do business with them. This would have another Steam Siege without Charizard. I think this one's a little bit better than Steam. I mean, it's a little better than Steam Siege. I mean, just a little bit. Because you at least have a Venusaur V. Right? Incineroar V is not bad. I mean, there's some cards in here that aren't bad. I like Dreadnought. I think Dreadnought's a cool Pokemon. I think these are some nice looking cards. I'm not going to put it down there with Steam Siege. I think Steam Siege is atrocious. I think this set is better than Steam Siege. It does have a Gardevoir in there. You know, I mean, it's going to be a step above Steam Siege, in my opinion. Gardevoir will see a lot of play. I agree with you, NC Packbuster. Actually, there's quite a few cards in here, Adam, that I noticed that are very playable cards. In fact, the Venusaur V looks like a very playable card. Just going back up here real quick. The Venusaur V has a Pollen Bomb for 80 damage, and your active Pokemon is now... the opponent's active Pokemon is asleep and poisoned. So it puts your opponent's Pokemon to sleep, and it poisons the other Pokemon. And then it's got a 220 damage Solar Typhoon, which is another very powerful attack. So I think that's a very playable card. I mean, there's some good cards in here for playability. I will admit to that. I think the Incineroar V is actually a pretty decent card for playability as well. Looking through here, which was the other one that I'd seen that stood out? Like you said, the Gardevoir VMAX. Again, very playable. 180 damage, and it heals 50 damage from this Pokemon. So that's very playable. That's very playable. Machamp. Yeah, Machamp's in here as well. Let's see here. There it is. There's the Machamp. By the way, that artwork, I mean, we talked about it earlier. The artwork looks great. I love that Machamp art. That looks really cool. I've always been a big fan of Machamp, and a lot of the artwork that they've had for him. But Macho Revenge, 20 times damage. This attack does 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. Dynamite Punch, 200 damage. This Pokemon also does 50 to itself. So, I mean, this is a very playable card if you have Pokemon that are in your discard pile. It does a pretty decent amount of damage. So, a lot of good cards in here. Lucario will see play. Yep, I agree. Thank you very much, High187, for the super chat again, my friend. You are the man, the myth, the legend. Let's see. Hop FA is the only chase card. Hop is not a bad card. I will admit. I mean, playable, it's whatever, but I mean, it's a cool looking card. Like I said, I wouldn't have minded having this as a gold card. I think that would have been a cool gold card, right? What's going on, Super Duper Danny? How's it going? The man, the myth, the legend. That's right. She was just hanging out, waiting for me to say it. Yeah, so NC Packbuster's right about the Lucario as well. I gotta find that Lucario. Where are you at, Lucario? Where are you at? Ah, no. We're doing a lot of scrolling. There it is. Okay. So, not only is it a very playable card, I think this card looks awesome. This is actually a really nice artwork of Lucario. These cards are gorgeous. I agree, Danny. These cards, the artwork is really nice on a lot of these cards. I have to agree. This Lucario is awesome. Like, I would probably buy that card if I wasn't buying a whole ton of Champion's Path. I'd buy that card separately just because it's such a nice looking card. The artworks are insane. The Lucario is a pretty interesting card too, with 210 HP. Aurora Sphere, 40 damage. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for the benched Pokemon. And then Smash, 180 damage. This Pokemon can't use Beat Smash during the next turn. So that's the only downside, is it can't use this attack twice in a row. but that's still a pretty decent attack right here. 40 damage. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's not a bad card. I would imagine that people are going to use that. They're going to play that. See you later, High187 with the $20 super chat. Dude, you're killing me. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much, though. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the super chats. You're the man. You're the man. Artemis in the house. Artemis, Hop card is amazing. I got that while I was in Japan last year as it was a promo card. Yeah, so that's actually, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't realize that was a promo card. Really nice. So, Danny, Super Duper Danny's in the house, everyone. That's really cool. Thank you so much, Danny, for hanging out, for being here. What is the card that you're looking forward to the most, Danny, outside of Charizard? Outside of Charizard, I am curious. Ben F says, hi, Danny. I really enjoy your channel. Danny's got an awesome channel. She does all kinds of awesome stuff. I love it. I'm not even into gaming. Like, I'm not a hardcore gamer. I'm a casual gamer. I normally don't watch gaming channels. But I do watch Danny live when she's gaming sometimes. She does some really good stuff on that as well. And of course the Pokemon stuff. You know, she does a lot of really good openings. So I'm a huge fan. Does High187 have an actual channel, or is he just amazingly generous? He is just amazingly generous. He's he does not have a channel. He likes to stay kind of anonymous. I believe he doesn't even do social media anymore. He did at one point, but he doesn't do it anymore. So, yeah, he's just a really generous dude. He likes to give back to the PokeTubers, and he likes to give back to the community. I mean, he provided those booster boxes for us with, you know, Nate and Danny and Edith and myself, and we all gave away those Unified Minds booster boxes, and those Unified Minds booster boxes were given away by High187. So, you know, that's all stuff that he wants to give back to the community, and he's just that awesome. He is just that awesome. But again, like I've said to you guys, you know, whether you donate, super chat, or don't, and you just hit that like button and you watch my videos, that's really all I care about. I appreciate all of it. You know, even if you can't support monetarily, it's all good. It's all good. Just that thumbs up really helps. Just, you know, leaving me a nice comment in the comment section of my videos really is encouraging for me to continue doing content. So all that stuff, believe it or not, that's all I need. You're too kind. I'm looking for Hop. There you go. So Super Duper Danny says the Hop full art is the card to get outside of Charizard. That's the one. That is the card. I have to admit, this is probably one of the better full arts here. I do like it. I do like it. And of course they've got the rainbows. So those are nice. I'm surprised they didn't do a rainbow for Hop. So that's interesting. But that's I think that's what everybody was gonna want. I'm curious to see in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. Are you guys looking forward to the shiny V Charizard more, or the Rainbow VMAX Charizard? I'm curious to see what you guys think about that. Like, which is, if they were going to put one of those two cards in the set, instead of putting both of them in there, which one would you want? I'm curious. I call hacks for Zen's crazy pulls. Yeah, Aaron, I do not I do not hack. I do not hack. All of my pulls are 100% legit. 100% legit. We don't do any underhanded stuff around here on this channel. In fact, I get a lot better pulls when I do lives. When I do live streams, my pulls are even better. I don't know what it is. You guys bring me luck. You guys bring me some serious luck. I only care about the Venusaur. Shiny Zygarde easily. If I can pull a Charizard, I won't care which one. Charizard is my curse. I am lucky to ever pull a Charizard. I don't have the best of luck pulling Charizards myself. I have yet to pull the shiny Charizard. So, I mean, I've opened a ton of Hidden Fates and I haven't pulled that card yet. And I have not pulled the Charizard VMAX yet from Darkness Ablaze. I did pull it in Chinese though. So apparently if I buy cards from different languages, then I can pull the cards. But if it's English, it's a no-go. It's a no-go with the Zards. Sir, that's a lot of pressure. Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to the Hyper Rare V Max. The artwork looks better than the shiny Zard. I mean, yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that. The artwork does look better. What's the website? I want to see this for myself. The website is pokebeach.com. Pokebeach.com. And if you go straight to pokebeach.com, it's their first article. So, yeah. They broke the news. They came out with it here first, and I'm just going over the list, just trying to show you guys the list and talk about the cards and see what you guys want to get. Because, I mean, I'm interested to see what you guys think about this set. Zen and everyone, check out my video. Retro Gamer 17, Zen and everyone, check out my giveaway video today. I'm giving away a VMAX Zard. Ooh. Well, I've got to go over there and see if I can grab me a VMAX Zard, because I can't pull it. So I'm going to have to go check out Retro Poke Gamer 17 and join that one. This could do good for sealed collecting and people who open packs. Yeah. Well, I agree. This is actually a good set to keep sealed. That was my plan with the ETBs. So I bought 2 cases of ETBs, and I'm planning on opening 1 case, and I'm planning on keeping 1 case sealed. That's 10 ETBs per case, just in case you weren't aware. So I've got 20 ETBs. And the pin collections, I didn't buy a lot of, but this news broke and I went and started buying stuff. So my bank account is not very happy right now with me, but it is what it is. Got to do it. Have you discussed the secret rares? So yeah, we talked about canned food. Harley, I know how much you love these gold cards. This is the card for you, brother. Canned food, gold. I'm not a fan. I'll be honest. Not a fan of canned food. But yeah, we talked about some of these. You got Piers, Kabu, which are very nice looking cards. I like them. They're cool. Gardevoir, Dreadnought V Max. Of course, you got that Charizard. Hop. Dracopult. Or Graplocked. Why do I keep saying Dracopult? It's the wrong Pokemon. Graplocked V. Galarian Corsola. Gardevoir V. So these are all full arts here. And then Dreadnought V. So those are the secret rares in this set. They're not terrible. They're not terrible. I think this one's cool. I like that. That's probably one of my favorite ones. Outside of the Charizards. In my opinion. From an artwork perspective, right? from a visual perspective. Let's see here. Could do for, yeah. So we talked about that. The news broke and people's wallets broke. Truth. That's a fact. That's a fact. People's wallets are catching fire right now. I don't even have anything in my wallet at this point. My wallet is empty. My bank accounts are drained. I'm in need of selling things now. I was actually joking earlier when I said I'm going to start selling everything in my house, including the inside doors, because I don't need those. I don't need, what do I need a door for? Get rid of the doors. I'll sell those suckers. I'll just leave the outside doors because I need to protect my stuff. But I mean, I'm just going to sell it all. I'm going to sell it all and buy Champion's Path. So here's an interesting question. I'm hoping that you guys can give me a little bit of information on what you guys are planning on doing now. And now that you know what the full set of Champion's Path is, are you guys going to go and try and get a lot of Champion's Path and skip Vivid Voltage? Or are you going to allocate some funds for Champion's Path, but you're going to go out and get Vivid Voltage? I'm curious because right now, as it stands, I think I'm going to go pretty hard on Champion's Path, and I don't see myself going all that hard on Vivid Voltage. I think I'm going to buy a few things for the channel for Vivid Voltage to open, and then because I still want to be able to bring you guys some good content, some new content, right? But at the same time, I don't think I'm going to buy. I'm not going to try and complete the set of Vivid Voltage. Is basically what I'm trying to say, right? I'm probably just going to buy a few cards here and there that I don't pull that I want. That's what my plan is. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. What are you guys planning on doing now that you know that there's 3 Charizards in Champion's Path? Because I know that's going to take up a lot of people's money. I'll buy that jungle box from you for $20. No. Even if that jungle box was empty, I would not sell it for $20. Not even an empty jungle box. I have Champion's Path and Vivid Voltage pre-ordered, about even for each. Well, that's very cool, Artemis. About how much are you getting? I'm just curious, how much are you getting of each? Because Champion's Path is a little bit different because you don't have booster boxes. So you have to buy more product in order to get the same amount of packs that you would normally get from, a set that has booster boxes, right? And spend less money. So I'm just curious. I'm still planning on going harder for Vivid Voltages and CP. So NC Packbuster makes sense. And look, Vivid Voltage has some nice cards. It's a very good looking set. Very good looking set. I went very hard on Darkness Ablaze. And now I'm going to buy a lot of Champion's Path. So we'll see what the bank account looks like when we get a little closer to Vivid Voltage. But right now, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be one of those sets where I'll buy what I can and move on. So, Epic Mom, Henry, yup, I'm cracking up and crying at the same time because that's us. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We will see what my bulk buys. I have to sell bulk. That is going to be big for me. If I can sell a bunch of bulk, I might be able to grab me more booster boxes of Vivid Voltage than I expected. Doubled up on the pin boxes and 1 ETB for Champion. And 1 of each of Vivid. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, so it sounds like you've got some stuff coming to you. That's pretty cool. Retro Gamer says I'm going hard on Vivid Voltage. NC Packbuster is helping me with that. Very nice. Very nice. Pokemon is good. They can make people crack up and cry at the same time. They are good. More excited for the pins than most the set. The pins are cool. I mean, I like... That's why I'm buying one of each pin box, at least. Well, I was going to buy just one of each pin. That was my plan. My original plan for Champions Path was to buy one of each pin box, just so I can get the stuff that comes with the pin box. And then I was just going to buy packs. But with the fact that there's Charizards in here now, I ended up buying a lot more stuff than I planned. So that was the deal. NC Packbuster, what is your guys' status on CP as of now for anyone looking to place orders? So NC Packbuster earlier basically said that they have not heard from their distributor as far as allocations. So they don't know how much product they're allocated. 100 PTC on hold right now. Yeah. So very interesting to see what a lot of these, a lot of sellers are allocated. So this is, it's pretty interesting. Again, not a fan of canned food, but I'll take a shiny Charizard. If I can pull it, that's going to be huge. If I can pull a shiny Charizard, my goodness. And then of course you got the rainbow. So that's the big news, guys. That's the big news. I hope you get everything that you're asking for. Less stress for y'all. We will reach out to PokeTubers when we have the numbers. Yeah. So, definitely, hopefully you guys, NC Packbuster, hopefully you guys get everything you ordered, like Sudan said. I really wish that everybody would get everything that they ordered, but it looks like they'll probably be cutting some stuff. I know that some people are probably going to be having to find other sellers depending on who they bought from. So that'll be interesting. I can only pray at this point it will all work out. It will. In the end, it'll all work out. So there will be a second wave of ETBs in October. Well, that's good to know. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was going to be a second wave. So that's actually good. I thought it was going to be one and done, kind of like Hidden Fates ETBs were. I don't think they did a second wave. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe they did. Maybe they did. I could be wrong. They are reprinting ETBs to try and meet most allocations. Yeah, they probably don't want the same thing that happened with the ETBs for Hidden Fates. I'm going to guess. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. They did 2 waves of ETBs of Hidden Fates. It was very behind the scenes last year. Yeah. Well, even with the 2 waves of ETBs, there weren't that many of them. I mean, if you really look, you can't find those anymore. So they're gone. They're gone. You have to pay a premium to get those now. Everything Hidden Fates at this point. But I made the mistake with Hidden Fates. I bought 1 ETB, and that was a huge mistake. I actually saw ETBs at Target when I went, and I didn't buy them. So that was a big mistake. Huge mistake. That's not happening this time. I bought 2 cases of ETBs. And I may do a 3rd case for the second go around. I don't know. We'll see. I made it watching ads. I'm so sorry, Trainer Leo. Those stinking ads. Ugh. Darn YouTube and their ads. Darn it, why did I turn on ads? I appreciate you hanging out and going through those ads and watching those ads fully. Momo, I do appreciate that. Gotta grab dinner. All right, Artemis. Well, we are finishing up here, guys. I don't know if there's anybody that just got here, but if you did, I'm going to just end the stream in a moment. But we're basically, what we talked about was we have a shiny Charizard V, and we have a rainbow VMAX Charizard coming in Champions Path. We are getting what we were looking for, which everybody was hoping for with Champions Path. We're getting it. Very excited for that. And some decent cards in the set, but those are definitely standing out as the main cards here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate every single one of you. NC Pack Buster, thank you for all the information that you gave us about the set. Guys, keep NC Pack Buster in your contact list. These guys are awesome sellers, reputable, and make sure you check them out. And let's see here. I was not prepared for this, Joseph Weaver. I was not either. I wasn't either. I thought there was going to be a gold Charizard VMAX. All honesty, that's what I thought there was going to be. And they went with a rainbow, which is fine. I mean, I would have been happy with a gold Charizard. I think that would have been awesome. But they went with the rainbow, and they went with a shiny V, which I guess that the news of those two together is really cool. I like that. Plus, there's that other Charizard that's going to be in the ETBs as a promo, which is a full art. So you got 3 Charizards in here. NC Pack Butter. Did I say NC Pack Butter? I wanted Greninja and Zoroark. Thank you so much, Danny, for hanging out. You're awesome. Thank you for being here. And I do appreciate every single one of you guys. I will see you guys later. We'll go ahead and finish the stream here. I think I've talked enough and we've seen this enough. Pokebeach.com if you want to go look at the card list. They've got all the information there. And I will see y'all later. Peace. Okay, maybe I'm